and about the plans that we are planning up ahead in the year to come. As some of you are already back in operations, some of you are resuming operations soon, we wanted to share all the innovation that we are doing here in AeroCRS. And I'm quite sure that once everybody is back in operation, things will come back to normal as we wish. Rest assured that we are here for you in any feature request, anything that you want support or service, we are here for you. With me today are two colleagues of mine, Isaac Cohen, which is our head of customer service, and Ram Be'eri, which is the CMO and product manager for distribution. Of course, we are broadcasting you live from our office here in Tel Aviv. I would also like to notice that we are sharing our stream live on Facebook this time. So anybody that wants to participate is more than welcome to share, to do it also on Facebook. I will now share my screen, so you will be able to see the agenda that we want to do today. As you can see, the agenda that we are doing today is first, I will do some opening words and I will speak about the situation a little bit. And then we will do, Isaac will do some feature review on what has been done in the past half year. Afterwards, Ram will take the stand and will also be doing a review of what has been done in the network and some really cool innovation that we are going to provide to you with the AeroCRS network. After that, I will take the stand back and I will show you what's coming in the near future, very near future, for some of the features that we already are in final QA. And at the end of this session, what we will do is, of course, our Q&A. For Q&A, we will use the Zoom product, and you can ask questions. Those questions will then be marked as answer live, meaning that we will answer them at the end at the session of the Q&A. You can also ask questions on Facebook. If you're joining us from Facebook, you can also ask the questions on Facebook, and we will also answer them live on the Q&A session. Thank you very much for joining us again. I really hope that you will enjoy what we have prepared for you. So for now, I will do the opening. I will talk a little bit because there are customers here. I know some of customers really know AeroCRS, and I bet that you are enjoying our system. There are some partners of ours and some customers or potential customers as well. So welcome also again. What I'm going to talk about is a little bit about the AeroCRS concept. And the AeroCRS concept is what we have is we have a circle, what we call manage, distribute, and analyze. The manage part is, of course, our core services, our PSS, our customer service platform, frequent flyer, cargo suite, and all the things that you need in operations, and all of the things that you need to run and manage your service. In addition, what we do have is the distribution part. And in the distribution part, we do have, of course, the B2B, the B2C, GDS connection, GDS aggregation connection. We're going to show some new features today, like bilateral interline and some other options that you can enjoy. And at the end, of course, the analyze functions, our BI solution, our business intelligence solution provided by ClickSense, and our vast reporting system, which also is going to be very much improved. So this is AeroCRS in a concept. We are here for our customers. I will talk a little bit about the things that we are planning up ahead. I would like to welcome some new customers that have joined us in the past half year, even during COVID-19, some new innovation coming from some customers. Fly Indico, Tyrant Jet, Boutique Flights, Charter Advisory, Senor Air, Air Explorer, Staniel Air, Malta Med Air, and FlyBear. Welcome, and we hope that you will enjoy our services as the other customers are doing. I would like to show a little bit about information about what we are seeing as far as year-to-date sales. This information is gathered from our GI process. If you, as an airline, would like, an airline that is already using AeroCRS, would like to see the same graphs that we are showing here, contact our support and we will, of course, instruct you on how to do it. This is a comparative analysis between the year to date. As we can see, there is a 45% decrease in sales today. Up to now, we do see some recovery for the next month. I will show it in a moment. But there is, as we can see, the majority of our hosted airlines have been hurt by this crisis, by this pandemic. In the past, starting April, of course, we see in March that you can see January and February were actually more than last year. But starting March, April, there was a very big decrease in sales, as you can see. We do see a recovery, and as you can see here, booking actions. These are actual bookings that were done in our system across, of course, all the customers, all the airlines together. We do see an increase in the past month as some operators are starting to resume or having future plans to resume operations. And as you can see, the things that are recovering faster are the CRS agents and the agents themselves that are coming back to operation and starting to sell, and of course the internet booking engine. We do see a little bit lag on the GDS bookings, meaning that when we do see that, but I cannot show it as a graph, we do see that international flights are still lagging behind. A little bit about our customer service. As you know, as we mention it every year in our yearly conference, these are the figures for now. We do see an increase on customer satisfaction from your side, which is a very good situation for us. With support tickets, we do see a little bit of less support tickets, of course, due to the situation. Most of you were not operating. As you can see, we do also see a good increase in the response time that we have. 65% of those tickets that you have opened are replied within 2 hours, and 12% are replied between 2 to 8 hours. As you can see the breakdown, you might not see it because of the resolution. Most of the requests are operational and questions on how to do things, or can you help me do something like this? And there is a very, very small amount of bugs and many questions about our network, meaning requests for refunds or requests that came from our network partners that we are helping the airlines to serve their passengers. 2020 first half, we've been focusing on a few things. The first of all is, of course, our continuous effort with the OTAs. I would say that this is Ram's continuous effort with OTAs and meta search engines to get as many as possible on board. We did also quite a lot of work with external integrations, for example, Airlink, CTW, which we will explain later on. We opened up our partners program. Our partners program is a partner program that we allow other partners and other local IT companies to help us join our ecosystem and help us service the customers on remote locations and also even on near locations, but help us gather and service our customer better. New innovation and promise features. Of course, this COVID-19 period allowed us also to boost up some of our development program and some of the requests that you have made during the last year. And some of them are already ready to be released, and we will talk about that in the next presentation. There was a team effort as well on COVID-19 related functions, such as touchless and contactless check-in, other features such as our mobile gate control, which Isaac will show, and also we have done like temperature checks on the check-in system and some other features that are related specifically to COVID-19. So, and thank you very much again for joining. I will, in a moment, I will we will go over to Isaac, sorry. And, but I really, really wish that if you have any questions or anything that you have in mind, please write to us in the Q&A and we will be happy to answer them live on this webinar. So thank you very much again. Let's start.
Hi everyone, thank you Mary for that presentation. Thank you all for joining this webinar through Zoom or Facebook or any of the platforms. So as Mary mentioned, I will be doing a presentation about our new release features, okay, all the developments that we have been doing during this past, let's say, 6 months on average. We know that it has been a rough year, okay, for the industry and for all of us, of course. But we keep working, and we kept working during that that period of time, and working really, really hard in order to provide you solutions to improve the system, and in some cases, of course, to adapt our system to the current situation. I will start with my presentation. As I mentioned, it's going to be a big overview of what we have done, and I hope you enjoy it. So let me share my screen. So let's start. First half overview of our product. So first of all, we did the improved look and navigation. Okay, we did a new menu design with an option to search by sub module. We have been growing our system, so you have more and more options every time. So this is a way that you can quickly and easily find the sub module that you want to work with. We have also added the option to so each user can add their favorites. Okay, we noticed and we did a study that most of the users, they don't use more than 10 modules, so you can set each one of them as your favorites, and you have in just one click you can get to the specific functions that you want to use on our system. Manage my booking. So we are allowing, this is one of the huge developments what we did that will allow your passengers to go to your website and making amendments directly on the website without even having to call to your call center. Also, they are going to be able to do cancellation and refund requests. Of course, everything is going to be according to your policy and penalty rules. We set different notifications and alerts that the airline will receive once each one of the passengers will do a request, for example, for refund. And we have done also some specific permissions and blockings that you can set each one of your classes. If you don't want a class to be allowed to be used on the MMB auction, that's possible, and also to block the option for passengers to do amendments to a lower class, to a lower price within the website. Of course, this is a revolution. This will improve how you serve your passengers. And of course, that will also reduce the load of work for your call center and offices for those that they have specific physical offices. Coupon system, of course, we talked about it last year during our conference in Nairobi. Now it's here. So it's been a great feature, not only for marketing purpose, but also on this current situation with the COVID-19. We saw that this is it's been a great tool in which our airline has been granting vouchers, coupons to go and to be used directly on the website instead of doing refunds, which has been a big load of work for the airlines in the past few months. Of course, for the coupons, you can set specific rules if you want to have it for specific services, even if it's only for flights or ancillaries, etc. And of course, all the rules regarding the marketing part, if you want to do it only for specific brands or only for specific classes, destinations, flight numbers, etc. So it's a very complete tool that for those that are not using it yet, I recommend you to take a look for that. Of course, the coupons, it's applicable for our CRS system and also for our IBE. And you can create even or unique coupons, okay, which you will have a specific coupon code for each one of your to be used. And for globals, that you can simply set a specific code that will be valid for a specific period of time for how many passengers and usage as you prefer. Gift cards, this is also part of our coupon system for right now. you are going to be able to sell gift cards. Also, you can do a promotion, pay $100, but get 150 for your next flight. So this has been another source of income for our airlines. We saw that this was really successful during the COVID-19 period, which you couldn't sell flights, you were not operated, but you were selling gift cards and you were still getting an income, you were still giving up service to your passengers. So I believe that this has been also one of the great developments that we did during this year. Of course, you will be able to do the design as you want and present it on any of the pages on your IB, on your booking engine. The cargo suite. So we have been doing some improvements, some developments regarding cargo. I can tell you that we are not stopping here. We are coming with much more features in the coming months. We have been gathering also a lot of requests in the last couple of months regarding cargo. So I can tell you that we are going to keep improving every time. For what we have already done, we did the design of the airwell bill. You are going to be able to design it also by package type, by cargo type. We have also added the cargo rates. Okay, you have in the cargo rates now few more options in order to set the pricing of your cargo. One of the most brilliant things that we did, it was the cargo tracking. You can set now a status and you can do the tracking of your cargo. You can see in the system and you have the cargo tracking screen. And over there you can update for each one of your packages, for each one of the boxes, everything that you are sending, you are going to be able to track it. You can present that on your website. So passengers, let's say customers, they can go directly to your website and they will know that every time where the package is. Of course, we have added the sender and recipient information. As I mentioned, we are going to keep adding much more things. IB improvements. So of course, one of our, let's say on our PSS, one of our main products is the IBE. We have done changes, not only or improvements, not only for the design part, but also regarding functionalities. Some of the design improvement that we did was a branding full view. So you can have now specific rules for each one of your brandings. You can customize that the text. You can customize each one of the rules, the colors, etc. So it's a great view. That's what you see right now as an example on the presentation. Some of the options was a switch button. Quickly, you can change the destinations on the IBE. You can now present the currency on the calendar. You have now breadcrumbs, so it's going to be easier navigation for the passengers and customers through your website. Design regarding the radio button for one-ways and round trips. And of course, the option for location services. Basically, for those going to your website and they are next to an airport that you serve, they will be automatically set that specific airport as a departure destination on the website. We also did the frequent flyer autofill. Basically, your passengers that they are part of your frequent flyer program, they can go, they can set their frequent flyer number, their email, and all the information is there, so they don't need to fill again and every time the information about passports, passport expiry, date of birth, etc. Okay, we have seen that this is something that the aviation industry needs to improve. So every time it's going to be easier. You don't need to every time that you book a flight to fill all the information. So that's what we have been trying to do. We have the ancillary grouping in which you can set specific groups for each one of your ancillaries. If you want to group them by baggage, if you want to group them by sport equipment, you can do that. And that presentation on the website will be much more cleaner and easier for your passengers. Cabin classes and the seat maps. We have been doing some improvements also on the part of the seat maps, how they are presented, how you can customize them, and the cabin classes. So you can, for those airlines that are working with business, first class, premium economy, etc., you are able to set those specific rules. So the validation of the seats will be according to each one of those cabins. The round trip calendar display option. It allows you to only present the total price. For example, on the return, when you are booking a round trip, also you can do it just to check what's a one-way price, and then when you are trying to do a round trip, it will show you the sum of the extra money that you will have to pay for that ticket. Ancillary custom order, so that's also related to ancillaries. You can now set a specific order on the website for your ancillaries. Which one you want to present first? If you want to present the seat selection on the top, so that's like what you are going to be able to do now. And of course, the check-in inputs. I'm going to talk about this in a few seconds, but about the check-in. But part of the improvement was the check-in inputs. Each one of the countries, each one of the destinations, they have different requirements. So what we did, you can simply, by route, by destination, etc., you can set specific fields that passenger will need to fill for the online check-in. Either it's only the passport number and the passport expiry, or if it's all the different fields and information needed for that specific destination. So we get to the check-in. I can tell you that obviously we saw an increase of the airlines requesting to implement the online check-in for all the reasons that we already know, for social distancing. So apart from the features that we already had, we did a new page design for the online check-in. Okay, so the process will be much easier, much more smooth for each one of your passengers. You can now do online check-in for multiple flights at the same time. So for those airlines that mostly that are doing connections, so you can, or the passenger will be able to do it all in one step. You can also do the passenger, the check-in per passenger. So what something that we receive a few of the requests is that sometimes people or a group of friends are traveling together, but they are not really doing the online check-in together. So you are now able to select which passengers you want to check in, and you will see that you will receive, of course, your boarding pass accordingly. As in the booking process, also the option to use your frequent flyer number. So if you have a frequent flyer number, you can simply set that with your email, and that will fill all the information. So again, you don't need to fill everything every time. Also, adapting to the current situation, we did the temperature check. So right now, airlines are doing and using our DCS. They can also put in a specific temperature of each one of the passengers. And of course, the system will give you an alert if the temperature is going over. So in order that they can take the different measures in order to isolate the passenger as needed, and according to, of course, each one of the regulation on each country. And of course, the option to add a notification alert, this has been also very useful, because the airlines can set a notification to remind the users, okay, which data they need to check, if they need to check the temperature, as I mentioned, if they have to check any COVID-19 test, and any other requirement that you might encounter. Also related to the check-in, so we did some improvements in the boarding pass. Basically, right now you are able to do and design your boarding pass according to different settings. This provides you a much more flexibility. For example, you can set one specific boarding pass for a specific brand, for a specific class. Also, according to destinations, there are destinations that you need to use the 2D barcode, and there are destinations that you need to use the QR code, for example. So this is something that you can now set on the system. And also you can configure which channels or on where to show each one of the different boarding passes. If you want to show one specific for those who are going to your website and printing it, for those that are receiving it on their email, or for the boarding pass that you are printing directly from your DCS. So also each one of these three settings will allow you and give you more flexibility on this case, in order to also to meet your requirements and needs. Gate control, also taking and thinking about social distancing. We added mobile version, okay, in which basically you can go with your mobile phone, with an iPad, with any device that the airline might have, and you can simply scan the boarding pass. The system will give you an alert. You can see in the presentation in green if the boarding pass was scanned correctly, in red if there is any issue or if the passenger is already boarded. On the system, we also did some improvements regarding the summary graph. So right now you can see also, you see that on the presentation. So you see the total quantity of passengers that are checked in, that are no-show, boarded, etc., and according to their status. And of course, for those airlines that are working and have multi-leg flights, via 2 flights, you can also do a specific filter for each one of those stations in order to see the information in a more detailed way. Dynamic baggage tag. So you can set your own design for your baggage tag right now. It's much more easier to do than it was before. You can do it through the text editor, or if you want to do it directly on using HTML code. You also, of course, will have a full list of parameters for each one of those that are going to be relevant for your design. So you can also implement this. This is for all those airlines using our DCS as part of their solution. Flight information display. So you are now able to set a background image, customize your colors, and the most important thing is that you can now set specific screens for each one of your destination. For each one of your stations, the airports, you can set a specific FID, and that will show the specific timings of all your flights coming and going. CRS agents restrictions. So also, we added some new permissions for the CRS agents. One for that it was requested a lot in order to block those agents to do an amendment to allow our class to allow our price. So that's something that you can now control. Also the PTL extension. You can now set, they were taking advantage of some airlines just by doing amendments every time. So we have done a new protection regarding that you can activate, and the blocking of the log auction if you don't want them to see that, and the option to set or to see that the agents will be able to see only the rack fare. Okay, so that way also agents will not be or will not need to see what's their commission. So that's also a way that you can present the system to your CRS agents. The rerouting policy. So apart from the amendment policy and cancellation policies, fault policies, etc., that we already had in the system, we added a new rerouting policy. It's similar on the way that it works. Of course, it's going to have 4 different periods for the change of the routing. So you will be able, in case that the passenger or your CRS agents, etc., are doing a change of route, okay, you will be able to have a different policy for those kind of changes. Of course, there will be a specific permission for each one of your users, even CRS users and CRS agents, in order to block them from making change of routes on the PNRs, on the reservation. Ancillary spending rule. So on the part of the frequent flyer and frequent passengers, we did the option that you can also set how many points you need to spend in order to buy, for example, an extra baggage. Okay, so right now, our frequent passenger program, it's not going to be only for to buying or purchasing new flights. Also, you can purchase ancillaries and extras for your flight. So this is a way that you can also market your frequent flyer program as part of the benefits that you can give to the passengers. Some new flight options, the option to close the flights automatically after X amount of hours. You can set that pretty easily on the system. Minimum passengers per flight. We had this configuration before on the destination. Now you can also set it on the passengers, on the flight. So you can set a specific flight with a specific quantity of passengers as a minimum. The option to send SMS, not only to your passengers, but also to your crew members. A maximum weight per flight, this is also mostly used for our airlines with a small aircraft that they need to be very careful with their weight. So you can also set a specific maximum weight for each one of your flights, and a no-show policy trigger action. Basically, you can decide from different options, either if you want to split and cancel a specific service, or if you want to cancel a full booking in case that the passenger is no-show. Terms and conditions module, mostly this was created, or this was part of our improvement, so you can set specific terms and conditions according to different languages. And also you can set specific templates, okay, as your defaults. You can set specific templates to be for individual tickets and for regular tickets. So this is also, you can either work with the text editor or directly as a HTML editor if you want to design it by yourself. On the PNR screen, we added some PNR, some screen indicators. You can see small icons in the presentation. So also, whenever there is a flight that is closed, that is inactive, or there is a time change, so you will be able to see quickly that directly on the PNR. There is a new ancillary process that we did. Basically, you can now select on one process, you can select all the passengers that you want to add specific ancillaries, and you will be able to do that in a pretty much faster way than it was before. The assessment button policies, in which you can see each one of the different penalties that there is in a reservation, even if it's for name change, if there is a cancellation, rerouting, amendment, etc. You will be able to present that and to inform to the passenger about those cancellations, even before making or performing any action directly on the system. And of course, the option for those airlines that are working with our LDS, our local distribution system, you can now print also the invoices for those specific bookings directly from your system. Some clip updates regarding our BI tool. So we added a new sheet, which is the target analysis. This will allow you to keep track of how your agencies are performing. You will be able to set a specific target per month, okay, for segments and also for revenue, okay, for money, which you will be able to track directly on this new sheet. We added also and did some improvements on the part of the design. There is a new menu design for the filters. So you can now take advantage of the full screen when you are working on Qlid and only open the filters when you really need them. Some new filters that we added, it was regarding the check-in status filter, the charge type filter, service load, gender, that also will give you much more insights on how your airline is performing according to your requirements of data. Lastly, just to finish, we also did an agreement with CTW, okay, as one of our partners, which will allow you to have a bilateral interline. Basically, you will be able to sell other airlines directly on your website, or other airlines will be able to market your flights on their website. Of course, this has been a powerful integration, which will allow you to make all the changes regarding exchange ticket status, refunds, amendments, etc., in a very powerful, in a very easy way. Thank you very much for your time. We will be doing, important to remind you, we will be doing at the end a QA session to answer all your questions. And of course, you are more than welcome to contact us later on support as part of our of my team. I wish you the best. And now I will leave you with my colleague, Ram Berry. He will be presenting some really exciting news from our side. Thank you very much. See you soon.
Hi everyone, thank you for participating in our webinar. As you know, I'm Ram, CMO and Product Manager of Distribution in AeroCRS. I will talk today about AeroCRS Network, distribution platform, a new partner which joined, a partner that will join until the end of this year. some new innovation about the affiliate marketplace. It's a new revenue stream that our airline can use directly from the system, and some new upgrade that we've done to the virtual interline of Kiwi that we've talked about it last year and in the last 2 years, basically in our customer conference. We've done some upgrade that can be very, very good and useful for our airlines. I will not take too much of your time. I know it's hard, to sit in front of the computer and listen for a long time. So I will jump in and I will share the screen of my video. Don't forget to write your question down in the QA box, and we will answer everything in the end of the demo. So I will talk briefly about what is AeroCRS Network. Basically, it's an online distribution platform that we are providing to airlines. It's include today more than 20 different APIs integration that we have done to OTAs, meta searches, consolidators, and other distribution channels. You just need basically one agreement with AeroCRS, then we can open you the network. One important thing to say that it's not only for AeroCRS customers. So if you are using other system and you want to distribute via us, it's also possible. You don't need to change the system or something. We can provide you the platform and you can go and start selling a ticket. No need for GDS connection, no need for BSPs. We are doing the integration into the airline payment gateway, meaning that the end customer, once he pays, the money going directly to your payment gateway account. It's a commission-based product, and we are adding more and more OTAs during the time. Only this year we added Kayak and Skyscanner, which is I think the 2 biggest meta search engines today in the world. Aviasales, which is the biggest meta search engine in Russia. Peakwork from Germany, which provide different solutions to airlines and tour operators, and also InTouch Group, which are based in East Africa and providing services over there. It's important to say that if you want to use one of the meta searches, you need to use AeroCRS Internet Booking Engine for that. What's coming next on our side, I will touch in a minute. Basically, this is the all partners that we have today in the network. If it's Travel Fusion, Kiwi, ClickAvia, MyHolidays, Alternative Airlines, WakaNow, and others. With just a click of a button, you can activate all of them. You can expand and increase your online presence, your sales, and your brand, of course, and to be visible all around the world. I can tell you that I read yesterday that Expedia released some article, and I read that 9 out of 10 passenger book via OTAs. The one passenger left is booked via agents or via I don't know, via the airline website. But most of the passengers and your customers are booking via the OTAs. So it's important that your airline will be there, especially in these days. What's coming next? We are about to release Google Flights to the network as well. So it's very, very exciting because it's a very big sales channels as well. Travelwings, which part of you know as Sadhguru, which are more relevant for the African market. TBO Air, basically they're also an OTA, and they also provide a solution for dynamic packaging. So you can add both of their solution to your website, so your customer can book your flight and can do a bundle with the TBO Air hotel inventories and to book everything on your website. We are also about to release One2Go, which are more relevant for the Asia market, SkyTours and Wasafiri from Kenya. Now I talk about the virtual interline of Kiwi. We have done some upgrades to it. I will show you in a minute on our demo website what we have done. Basically, the virtual interline can combine your airline flights with other airlines without having an agreement with the other airline. You can expand your network, you can expand your online the origin and destinations. Of course, you can earn more revenue. You can increase the revenue, more revenue streams, penetrate market, and it's all done by Kiwi.com with Kiwi.com guarantee. We will design basically a branded white label of your airline, which will be hosted on Kiwi.com. So the customer eventually will end his booking on Kiwi.com site. For your airline, basically, you will see in the system the leg that you will operate. And in any combination, in any flight that the passenger will look, your airline will operate one of the legs. One important thing to say is that we will remove all of your competitors from the search results. So if the customer is looking for a flight from the destination that you serve, he will see your flight, and together with another airline flight, which will not be your competitor. I will jump in to our website, and I will show you how it looks like. I will check for a flight from Nairobi. Nairobi Wilson, and I will add.
Ram, we can see your web browser.
Sorry, so I will share that again. Okay, so I hope now you can see. Okay, so I look for a flight from Nairobi to Addis Ababa, and the major upgrade that we've done here, that in the past we just added, I think it was about 300 destinations that Kiwi support to your IBE. Now you can choose directly from the system which destination you want to add. So if you, for example, an airline which is operating the route from Dar es Salaam to Zanzibar, you're able to add Addis Ababa to your destination list, and you can add Dubai, for example. And then your customer, once he's going to your website, he can book a flight Addis Ababa to Zanzibar, and he will find a result, obviously, from Ethiopian Airlines together with your airline result. You can see here the icon of the globus. So this is mean that is operated by another other airline. I will choose the date, and I will click search, and you can see that I'm being redirected. The airline name in this example is Skyward Express, one of our customers, .kiwi.com. So the customer is going to Kiwi.com domain, and he will see the results that Kiwi have to offer him, and he do the booking, the complete process on Kiwi.com website. So if I will check this example, so I can see Nairobi to Mombasa with Skyward Express. He had a layover over there, and then he will continue to Addis Ababa together with Ethiopian. And for the return, it's the same. It's Ethiopian Airlines to Mombasa, and then from Mombasa to Wilson with Skyward Express. Basically, we can add this option on demand, on request. You just need to send us an email to me or to the support. Then we will add it to your internet booking engine. We will guide you how to add the destination that you want to sell on your website. You can remove and add destination anytime that you want, basically. Okay, so I will close it, and I will go back again to the presentation. And I want to talk more now about our new product, the affiliate marketplace. What is the affiliate marketplace? Basically, same like we have done in the Aero3rs network, we have done integrations to different affiliate partners that you can add to your website and to the booking process. Meaning that you can create your IBE like a one-stop shop, so your customer can book a flight, can book insurance, can book airport transfer, and even can book an hotel inside your booking engine, so you don't need to go to different websites, and complete the booking in other places. Basically, it's a new revenue stream for you. You can increase your revenue. You can increase your offering to the customer. You can add any affiliate partner that you want, basically from the list. We are doing the technology part for you. So from your side, you don't need to do anything which is the technology related. And of course, we're adding more and more options all the time. Now, part of the option that we're adding today, and you will see it in your system. You can go to your system, I think, even now, and to see the full list. We will add the engine of Booking.com, Get Transfer for airport transfer, Refund Protect, Trace Me for baggage trace. Together with Helpstar, we are offering also the insurance and also part of the other extra services that they provide. Last year, we hosted the Helpstar on our conference. They talked about the insurance, and we have done the integration, so we can now offer almost every ancillary that they can provide, and it will be part of the booking process. And I will show you it in a minute how it looks like on the website. So we can also add Get Your Guide for if a customer wants to book a local guide in his destination. Direct ferries, or if you are flying, for example, you're serving an island and your customer wants to continue with the ferry to the near island, he will be able to do it from your confirmation page once he will complete the booking. And of course, if you will book it, you will get a commission for that. Let me jump again to the website, and I will show you how it looks like from the website. Okay, so I will look for a flight from Zurich to Bern, and let's say the 7th of September. I will click search. So as you can see, this is basically the features development that Isaac talked about just a few minutes ago. This is how it looks. You can see the fare branding, services that we provide and everything. You can change color, you can change images and everything. I will choose this fare brand. I will click continue, and now I will go to the passenger details page. Now in this page, I will fill in all the information. And it's important for you to know that we are adding here more, basically more boxes of information that your customer need to fill in, because if you want to book an insurance, all this information will go to your insurance company via our API. So the customer will need to fill in all of this information. He cannot skip any, basically any field, as we need everything. And you can see from here that we added, this is the ancillary that the airline chose to add directly from the system, Pets on Board, Sport, and excess baggage. And these are the ancillary that we added together with Helpstar. So it can be an insurance, entertainer go, refund protect, a global SIM, and if the customer wants to add an option to trace his bag, in any case, if it will get lost, for example, I will click here to add the insurance. You can see here who is the insurance company. So the insurance company will be a company that you will need basically to have a contract, and it will be someone local from your company, from your country, sorry. And you can see what this insurance is covered, and I will click here add to edit the service. You can see that the service is being added to the card. So you can see here I have a flight that I chose, and I have the extras which I just added to the cart, and in the end of the booking, I will pay for everything. I will click continue, and I will see again all the services that I added, my traveler name. I will confirm that I read the terms and conditions of the airline, and I will go to pay. Now I'm processing the payment, and now after everything is confirmed, like Isaac mentioned in the beginning, I can, via the manage my booking, I can cancel the booking, I can do a rebooking, I can add extras even after I finish to book the flight. So in any time I can go to the website, enter the PNR, and then to buy more extra services. I can see here the insurance, and I can see here on the bottom that because I'm flying from Zurich to Bern, so I have here some local guides in Bern that I can book. I can book the trip with them, and I can also book an hotel in Bern, in my destinations. If I will click here, for example, I will be redirected to Booking.com website, I will complete the booking on booking.com website, but your airline will get a commission for that because of the affiliation that you have done. Same for the Get Your Guide engine. I will be redirected to Get Your Guide. I will complete the booking here, and your airline will get a commission for that for the affiliation. So like I said in the beginning, it's a good revenue stream for the airline. No work from your side. You just need to sign the agreement with us. We will set up and everything in your website if you want it to be in the confirmation page, if it will be part of the booking process, or if you want to add it in your homepage, it's also an option. Basically, I think that we cover everything from our side, from my side. If you have any questions, like I said, please write it in the Q&A box. I will send all the information to you after the demo. So what are the options and what is the process you need to do in order to activate OTAs in the network or the affiliate partners. And basically, it's up to you. You just need to tell us which one you want to add. It can take some time, but not too long, but we will implement and set it up in your system. So thank you very much for your time. I hope that you enjoyed my lecture. I regularly do this lecture in Nairobi in front of you, but this time I need to do it online, unfortunately. And again, don't forget to write your question in the box, and we will answer it in the end of this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ram, for your presentation. I will be now presenting the what's coming for 2020's, what we are planning to do. The first thing is that what you've seen in the movie now is our internal chat and SMS features. This is the function that we are planning to release in the really near future. You will be able to chat with your customers, and either on an SMS, on a two-way chat. Of course, what we will do is we will provide you with an international phone number that you are able to interact with customers. And then, of course, in regarding of chat, you are able to chat internally between employees and agents using the CRS. You will be able to set them a permission to also chat with you and your representatives. So this is coming really in the upcoming weeks, and we are really excited about this option that I will assure that will ease the operations. The next thing is branded communications. This is something that we are it's in final QA. We can also share with some of you already this implementation. You will be able to do some customized emails using using SendGrid templates, meaning HTML editing, create multiple custom templates that you will be able to sell in full HTML and CSS design. And of course, we will then put the dynamic content on top of that. Next thing is what we talked about last time is the marketing automator. This is already in use already with some of the airlines that are testing it. This is a system that you are able to set multiple triggers and configure some templates that will send the information to customers regarding cancellation of flights, booking transfer, flight timing updates, any other marketing triggers like after the booking, surveys, and different rules that you can set up according to what we have done here. And of course, we are accepting more and more. If you need a specific rule, like 2 hours, 4 hours before check-in, you will be able to set that as well, and to say to who are we transmitting the information. Next up is our frequent flyer redemption. So this is an option that will be live on the website. So airlines that have the frequent flyer program are able to allow their customers to purchase their flights using their frequent miles or points, and also together with an option that they can either break down, so they can purchase an ancillary maybe with the frequent flyer and pay the rest. This is something that the system, that the internet booking engine will allow you to do. Next thing is our improved reporting design. The reporting system is going to take to receive a little bit of a fresh up in the design, and of course improvements and in the look, in how it looks, and now the speed of the reports itself. And within the report, you will have the option to do quick filters. So if you're searching for a specific PNR or a specific date, or within a report, you will be able to do that, and also export to CSV and PDF, as you are able to do with the system today, but in a much more advanced system. Other things that we are improving the security. We are working with Secure Native, which is a company, a startup from the US, to set security rules according to very different parameters, whether, for example, a user is logged in from another country, or if we see a breach in our user account, then we are able to detect that and alert the user. Also to scan for compromised accounts by that system. So if an account was compromised on another and is listed as a blacklist or something like that, we will be able to alert that user when logging into AeroCRS. And also IP restriction. Let's say you want your employees to log in only from your workplace. Some things like that, we will be able to set some relatively advanced security login validation. Auto check-in, the option to have an auto check-in in the system, meaning that passengers that you are able to set for, let's say, 24 hours before the flight, the system will automatically check in them and then send them a boarding pass directly. This is also an option that you will be able to set. Weekday definition, this is something that we are about to add to the fares. So if you want to sell like a specific fare on weekends or a specific fare on specific weekdays, do a combination, you will be able to apply that on the system, on the fare structure system, and then of course the dynamic pricing when showing availability will be able to show that on the internet booking engine and to OTAs and meta search engines. A relatively last feature that we are planning to deploy in the next coming weeks is a payment per service and tax schemes. This is a more advanced features than what we have today. Some of you are working that you are accepting only one payment for the entire booking or payment according to services. This is something that you will be able to show to your agents when they are accepting payments, and allow them only to accept payments for specific services. And we are going to improve our tax scheme and the fare management process to be much more easier. So instead of writing the tax over and over in the same fare, you will be able to apply a tax scheme on top of fares according to destinations and according to additional rules. So I hope that you have enjoyed some of the features that we are planning up ahead. And now we will do some Q&A together with everybody, and feel free to join us. And again, do the booking, do the questions. We already have some questions. Let me just share my just a second. Okay. So I hope you can see everybody, and you be able to hear us. So let's head on to the questions and start answering. Okay, first questions. I would like to show this webinar to my colleagues. Of course, you are able to see the webinar link in our support channel. This is something that we will be putting a link, and also in Facebook, because it's live streaming, you will be able to see that later on as a recorded message as well. Okay, next up. What is the difference between your system and other systems of Travelport and Travelport Galileo and Amadeus? Again, there is a difference between a GDS, Travelport, and Amadeus, maybe Amadeus Altea, which is a reservation, a PSS system, much like us. We are more focused on airlines which have a need for a fast implementation and have a need for a very good return on investment. This is our system. You can use our system as an inventory provider. In relating to your next question, Yusuf, if a travel agent needs the system to use our system, again, we can. Our system is capable of hosting airlines, bus, trains, and ferries, as well as other tour operator operations. You can keep in touch with one of our regional account managers, and we will be able to show you what are our capabilities. But yes, this is definitely possible. Training platform, our training platform is on support.aerocrs.com. You can see there are videos. For those of you who have not been wandering around our new support channel, there are videos so you can onboard your users. So if you want to show them how to do a booking or how to do some other operations, those videos are available on the support channel in, I think, 4 languages, if I'm not mistaken, Isaac. Do you remember the languages, I think? I think it's yes, Russian.
We have 4 languages. Yeah, we have French, Spanish, English, and Russian.
Okay. Okay.
We will try to add some more, hopefully.
Yeah. Is Booking.com integration utilizing deep links in flight booking for me? I want results on Booking.com, show hotels on Town Z. Yes, this is, Ram, you can answer that.
Yeah, basically, if the customer will book the flight, let's say Wilson to Mombasa or Diani Beach, he will see the hotel in Diani Beach or in Mombasa, for example, which in your example is the destination Z, like you said. So the answer is yes.
Thank you. Is there a way to quickly jump to a date or type a date on the IVE, just like used before? As far as I know, only using scroll month by month. From what I know, it's only month by month because
correct.
of the
moment it's per month.
Yeah, it's because of the pricing of the automatic showing of pricing dynamics. Yes. Okay, hi team. I would like to know, once you online check-in in 24 hours before, will it also reflect in the load control system? Yes, of course. If someone checks in, you will be able to see that on to see them on as checked in. And I think we've already added the option that they can see that they were web checked in, right? Yeah. Okay, when you say payment per service, do you mean ability to split payments options for over PNR example, credit card for a flight and another method for ancillaries? Yes, this is what this is the capabilities. Today, you already have that capability of splitting the options to pay to have several payments per PNR. What the option that we'll do now is you will be able, as an administrator, to lock this for your users, that they can pay only, let's say the flight was $100 and the ancillaries were $20. Then in this case, the options for payment will be either 120 or 120. There will be no option as it is today. Again, you will be able to enable it only from an administrative right. Today there is an option to put 80 and 40. But what we are doing right now is that you will be able to lock your users to have only 100 and then 20, which will ease your logical financial reporting. Are
Yeah,
there any
just to add on that, Demir,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry. Just to add on that, yeah, it's going to depend also on how the airline will work on a point of accounting point of view. So it's so depending on that, it's also will be able to do the separation between payments per each one of the passengers, and specifically payments per each one of the services, and again according to what they prefer or how they prefer to work on those cases.
Thank you very much, Isaac. Are there any extra charges for the Kiwi white label integration? No, not at all. Kiwi white label integration was enabled for all of our customers in the beginning, but because we had that long list of destinations, then we were requested to remove it. But now we've done a few other integration. We've also improved the integration to Kiwi, and we are eagering you to join back to that integration and see the possibilities on doing virtual interline with airlines that you don't have an interline today. With the new IBE, the monthly deep links have disappeared. We will check that, Silas, and if you can open a support ticket about that, then we will be able to check specifically your issue. Does AeroCRS customer optimization audit so a review of present customer use of product versus full potential of AeroCRS suite? Rob, this is the job of Tomer, our customer success manager. He's doing that on a regular basis. He's looking at what the customers are using, what they can use, and he's doing quarterly, sometimes even monthly calls. We invite all of our customers to communicate directly with Tomer, our success manager, our customer success manager, and really have a direct link with them, with him. And also we are offering, if you need a 1 hour, a 2 hour session in order to make sure that you are using the AeroCRS suite to its full extent, feel free to do so. That's why we are here for you. This is the reason that we are here for you. Our customer service will be more than happy to help you and guide you on how to use the system for the best benefit that you can have. Is AeroCRS reservation system compatible with third-party DCS like SITA interactive coupon closure? Yes, we are. We can, of course, transmit PNL and ADL, PAL, CAL, and receive back PFS, PRL, and all the other e-ticketing messages in order to make sure that the coupon is closed and we know that the passenger is flown. We do it either via SITA, ARINC, EDFly, or any other like email if you have that capability. But we do have that connectivity directly using the standard messaging. We do have, for example, with Inc and Airline Choice, we do have a direct API connectivity. So meaning that when a change is done on the DCS, it is automatically updated on AeroCRS without the need to wait for the flight closure and the files and the message sending. How many airline through check-in we can do at the same time? This is a question for the QDCS operators. I think that it is limitless because according to the contracts that you have. But if you want, we can communicate with you and finalize an answer about this question. The affiliate marketing is open to all customers or to travel agency only. The affiliate marketing is open for airlines which are running on the new internet booking engine of AeroCRS. Airlines that have already implemented and moved to our new internet booking engine will be able to activate affiliate, and we will, of course, there is a process to activate an affiliate. There is a request, we do the activation, but we do all the work for you. And there is, of course, a small contract amendment that needs to be run in order for us to support you in that financial matter. Another question, is there an option to customize the reports per airline's requirement? Yes, of course. There is a very open option. You can either ask support that if you need an extra field, but I do urge you to use the BI system for that as well. All the measurements and all the measures and all the dimensions are in the BI system. It is very easy. For me, which I know some things about it, it was very easy for me to go to edit my own screen a few days ago when I was looking to do something, and go into Click community and just take a function from that did the work that I was doing on a manual basis for quite a long time. So yes, it is possible using the BI solution as well. But if it's a report from within AeroCRS, feel free to ask AeroCRS support for a feature request, and that is done free of charge according to the queue and timelines that we have in the development request. Few other questions I see coming. AeroCRS initiated the launch of Buzz system, which works basically same as AeroCRS. Any possibility to do a demo on this? Sure, Sami, you can contact Ram, and he will be able to assist you. I love that you're doing what you're doing on cargo. Great work. Thank you very much. Needed to know if cargo booking is open for travel agents to book. If not, it would be a great feature to add. This is something in our very near timeline. We will allow travel agents to do booking of cargo on request. And additional, those are things that were reviewed during the cargo webinar that we have done. And yes, we are working on that. By the way, one thing about the cargo, you are able as an airline to put a tracking page on your website, so people or not passengers in this case, but people can go into the website and actually search for a tracking code on their tracking code about their cargo, of course, after you updated their status. Next question, can I just check if I understood correctly? With the VI agreement, my airline can have connecting flights with any airline without individual agreements? Yes, exactly what it is. Virtual interline is an agreement. You don't have, it's basically Kiwi.com does two bookings, one in AeroCRS, one in the other airline, and they are the ones that are guaranteeing the baggage. There is no through check baggage, although in some airports there is the option. Kiwi is working with the airports in order to enable that. So for passengers, they are able to do, they receive a booking and there is a Kiwi.com guarantee that if something happens to one of the flights, they will compensate the customer or find him an alternative flight. I can see that there are no other questions, or the last one. Do you have your own weight and balance module or integration required with third party? Third party in this case, we do not have our weight and balance requirements, our weight and balance in our system. We do integrate with several other weight and balance systems. If you require, we can connect with you and offer you a few weight and balance systems that we already work with in the system. Are there any more questions? I was answering all of them. Sorry, Ram and Isaac.
No problem, all good.
Okay, last one. Crew records in the system. Yeah, we do have crew. It's a basic crew. We do have an integration to Leon software, for example, which do crew rostering, but we do have the ability to put crew records in the system. In order to do that, to publish that to APIs and to other platforms, we do have that option, and a friend, we can show you how to enable that. Thank you very much. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sorry, maybe Ram or Isaac might know.
Jayan Ben Baharna.
So thank you very much for participating. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. It's very hard for us not to do it in front of an audience. Everybody remembers our last customer conference where we did some contents, and it was very nice and very happy. I really hope that that this COVID-19 will go away as soon as possible, so we can resume what we have been doing in the past. Thank you very much, everybody. Any other questions? You can feel free to communicate that. We don't have any questions on Facebook, right? Tomer, we don't. If I see correctly, no, we don't have any questions on Facebook. Thank you also, Diana. And so hope to see you soon, either virtually or in person in one of the next conferences when everything goes back to normal. And thank you very much for participating. Have a great day. Bye-bye.